What is up, guys? And today I'm doing another analyzed video for Titanfall 2, where if you didn't see the first episode, it's where I take a video gameplay of a game I had in Titanfall 2 and I review the game. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing I do is run over here and try to grapple this thing to get across the map super fast. It's a route I learned through, I think it was another YouTube video. But the whole point was to get behind them so I could take out one or two of them. I take out one, I get an assist here. There was one that jumped up on the building earlier. I didn't see him when I was playing this. So at this point I'm just trying to wreak havoc in their spawn. I take a little bit of damage there. I don't know what it is. I just try and get out of there as soon as possible and chuck a grenade in there. It looks like it's a few grunts. And I'm having a little bit of trouble with this thing. I don't know if it's connection or I don't know what, but you'll see it here. I shoot him point blank with a wingman and he seemingly took no damage. I didn't bother watching the kill cam. I died. Big whoop. So I'm using the Hemlock. Kind of a more defensive weapon. You want to stand back and pick people off with it. But unfortunately that's not my playstyle, so I'm just going to the wall on this thing, trying to hunt people down and, and just have fun ultimately. I've updated my class a little bit. Here I jumped down to try and break a line of sight. I thought someone was shooting at me, and it turns out there was on top of that building right there. I think it was a G2 that was shooting at me. Take him out really quick. It was either a G2 or a sniper. Then I flank back around. I see someone, I shoot him, I get a hit marker. Ultimately, you're not going to want to chase kills too much. Picked up a kill there. I go in here, I see one of them, so I was going to go behind him. I see two more. So I wanted to take out at least the guy that wasn't paying attention. And I get punched there, unfortunately, so it's a 1-for-1 trade, not the greatest. If I would have known there was three of them, I probably wouldn't have rushed in. I probably would have stayed back, shot the one person. But I get back here, and I take out someone. Or was that an assist? Either way, I tried to flank back around immediately because I knew they were still there. At this point, I'm just trying to stay out of the line of fire. Let's see. I probably shouldn't have just immediately rushed there. I ended up jumping right in front of an enemy. So I should have checked a little bit before just rushing. As you can see, the connection's kind of being a little bit weird. I don't know what I was doing there. I was probably getting a drink of water. See this guy? Try to take him out. And then I don't know where he came from. Like, I have no idea where he came from, but it turns out he was there the whole time. So maybe I just wasn't paying attention. If you saw it, great. I just didn't see it that time. I throw a grenade at the group of Spectres to try and render them at least where they won't shoot at me. And then that's the one thing I really like about attrition. There's a lot of strategy involved, a lot of dynamics that come together with the grunts and the reapers and the titans and the pilots, and you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So it takes a lot of multitasking. I see this guy trying to jump over the fence, so I just take him out really quick. With a friendly bubble shield. If I would have known there was an enemy right there, I probably would have stayed in the shield or around it, closer to it, so I could have ducked down into cover. Go on a little bit of a streak here, which is good. Boost my weapon. Here, I'm just having a heck of a time trying to navigate the menu to switch to Scorch. So I call in my Titan finally, and I hide in this corner just to kind of keep cover. I always rush out about half a second before my Titan lands, so I have time to activate my battery and jump in. As you noticed, I have Phase Embark and extra battery. It just extends the life of your Titan a little bit. And then the Phase Embark I use for every time I find a stray battery, I can get out, pick it up, and jump back in my Titan really quickly, minimizing the amount of damage I can take. So here, I just go a little stir crazy. I try to shoot as many bullets as I can with a Scorch because he's got such a slow rate of fire. If you didn't notice, that canister can go through a tone shield. So if you just pop one over there, even if you don't get to ignite it immediately, as you can see I ignited it, got a nice double kill right there. Figured I already shot the canister, but a lot of the times it deters the tone. The Scorch is a really good deterrent for Ronins, because if the Ronin gets up close to you, you can just pop up your flame shield. As you'll see here in a minute, I think a Ronin tries to rush me. I do a lot of damage with the flame shield. One bad thing, I start lagging a lot. I don't know if it's just the area I'm in. I don't know if this game just wasn't treating me well, but You know, I was getting hit with that Ronin, and that Ronin was like 20 feet away from me. I try to activate my flame core. The ion moves, it throws off my aim completely. I still hit him, but you know, the connection right now is just making it so difficult, and I'm getting kind of frustrated, but I do end up getting around this ion and getting the Titan execution, which I was happy about at least. Didn't cause me to die unnecessarily, just took a lot of more damage than I should have. So the Scorch is really, really good for controlling areas, especially in maps like this where there's a bunch of narrow streets. Angel City is a really good Scorch map in my opinion. You can pop down the what is it, the canisters or whatever they are. You can control where the Titans will move or force them to take damage in order to rush you, which they've also done. You can never really predict the enemy team, but at the same time, if you can control the map. Oh, here it bugs out hard. Like, I thought my game had froze. I was about to be upset because I was having a really good run. So I tried to do the canister again because I noticed there was a person. I got to him too late, didn't get the kill. I see there's a pilot trying to lock onto me, so if you use the flame shield, you take no damage from that. I ended up nuclear ejecting here. I might have called it a little early, but I did pick up a nice double kill right there from killing a couple pilots. So I go back down here, try to grapple up into this window. Not the right window, but it'll work. Essentially, at this point right now, I'm just trying to sit tight in this building. Accidentally grenaded myself. That was a big mistake, and then he chucked a grenade in there. He popped up a wall, so I was just trying to use that arc grenade to either distract him or do some damage to the wall. Missed my jump there, so I just grappled. I'm trying to get back over there where the wall person was so I can take them out. Ultimately, I get flanked from behind. So I probably shouldn't have tried to chase a kill. That might have been my downfall there. But now I pull out the Thunderbolt. In my opinion, the Thunderbolt is super underrated. It's great for doing a lot of damage to multiple Titans. You don't have to lock onto one, you just shoot it, and any Titan that goes into the vicinity, it starts doing damage. And if you look down at the bottom left screen of my Titan, what is that thing called? The Titan meter, I guess? Look how fast it's filling up. It's because there's 3 Titans, and I know for a fact at least 2 of them are over there. At least 2 of them. So as I do more damage to them with the Thunderbolt, it just fills up that meter so quickly if you do it right. And here I was trying to take out this guy. He ducked behind cover, so I threw a grenade, which I was surprised it didn't kill him. He had a bunch of low health. But I ended up getting tag teamed with a Legion and 2 enemy pilots. So at this point I call in my Scorch again. Get that nice level up. But at this point, I'm just trying to keep my Titan alive until the end of the game. It's close to the score limit being reached, so I'm trying to play a little bit more conservatively, so that I can keep my Scorch and help do the damage into the dropship. So I back up my teammate, helping him take out the Tone, sorry, and he starts nuclear ejecting. So the first thing I do is turn tail and run, because that's what you want to do. Nuclear eject does a lot of damage, but as long as you move out of the way quick enough, you know, you're fine. Yeah, I'm a Scorch with no dash, and all you have to do is react quick enough. So just keep on your toes whenever Titan's getting close to dead. Just be ready to back it on up, you know. That was my friendly nuclear eject, so I was fine. I noticed someone rodeos me, so I'm trying to Thunderbolt them. I'm taking advantage of the situation that it's the end of the game, so if you die, you don't come back. So that pilot didn't want a chance staying on my back any longer, or else he probably would have died to the electric smoke. And then I start rushing for the ship. Now, the reason I go straight for the ship is because eventually they're going to have to come to you. So it's not a huge problem necessarily. Sometimes you'll have the urge to go hunt down the enemy team, but you just got to maintain focus. So I'm trying to test something because I was curious if you could get a gas canister to land on top of that thing, and sure enough you can if you aim it just right. And I ended up killing a pilot before he could actually get into the evac ship, which was awesome. We ultimately take out the evac ship. I see this guy here, and you'll see how much damage the firewall does. Use it to your advantage. The Scorch can be a really close range Titan. I got a nice score of 120. I probably had a lot more unnecessary deaths, but some of them were from lag. Other ones were from me just jumping around the map like a spider monkey all over the place. But ultimately, some of the deaths were avoidable, some of them, I mean, it's a video game, you're gonna die. So, thank you all for watching. If you liked that video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like that video, comment what you'd rather see. And I'll see you guys in the next video.